Good evening, Yeshiva. Baruch Hashem, we're here back. Mamash couple of days before Yom Kippur. Tonight is already the Vav of Tishrei, the Vav, 6th day of the month of Tishrei. Wednesday night. The problem is that good question Rabbi asked. Why didn't we say Tachanun? We said Tachanun, but we didn't say the what's his name? The Filat HaPayim. The reason we didn't say the Filat HaPayim is because we were after Shkia. After Shkia was today in Florida. This time was 7:19, and we were standing. No, not for Nefilat HaPayim. For Tachanun, yes, but not for Nefilat HaPayim. Nefilat HaPayim, we're Machbir. By Shkia time, no more. You cannot do it no more. Anyway, so Bezrat Hashem, good question. I hope I gave you an answer. If you find a better answer, I'm always available. You can reach me anytime. Now, let's see. So we're continuing Al Chetz.
Stop.
Yesterday we did about 12 of them. Page 36, please. So we're going to Al Chet Shechatanu Levanecha Bekachash Ubekazav. Ma ze Bekachash? Mekhish, right? What? He is denying an individual. So again, this is beautiful. This we're going to start this Yom Kippur. We said yesterday, but it's kedai to mention it every time because Baruch Hashem b'lei nara, we always forget. And we live in a world where everything is justifiable. Remember, Goyim, if they have 1 billion reasons not to kill somebody, and they find one justification to kill somebody, they'll be glad to kill somebody. That's the way Goyim work. Unfortunately, that's the way their nature is. 1 out of billion. A billion says not to, and 1 says yes, they'll do. But unfortunately, we are all influenced by our surroundings. So it's good constantly to repeat the same thing. On this day, Yom Kippur, it is the most happiest day of the year. The Gemara says the most happy. You imagine all your debts are being erased. Imagine, Chas v'Shalom, a person after Sukkot did a sin. He did something wrong. He really didn't mean it. But it requires a long kapara, even though he did tshuva right after Sukkot. Till today, till Yom Kippur, the day is being waited for Hashem, and that day will wipe out the clean slate. So now, what's the secret? We're Sfaradim, Baruch Hashem, we're training our voices, right? It's not only the voices, people understand. What is voice? What is beautiful? It's okay. It's nigun. What do? People pay for an opera guy. When I was growing up, it was Pavarotti. I don't know who it is today. Oh, like the Pavarotti, right? This guy, he comes in, he makes, I don't know, in one night he makes easily $50,000. I'm talking about the 1980s. The guy is crazy, mad famous. To go to his show, you have to pay. What are they paying today? I was in the post office. The lady tells me, my son he loves New York. She hears me that I'm from New York. She says, oh, my son, he wants to go to see the Hamilton. The Hamilton? Bunch of crazy guys dancing over there. How much is the ticket, do you think? Guys, no, come on.
$3,400.
Huh?
$3,400.
Oh, it went down? When I was there, it was $850. You can't get nothing less than $850. $850 a ticket. Scouters, the Scouters. What do they call those guys? Scouters? They were selling it for $1,300. The same thing as we buy for $850. And that $850 was somewhere in the 7th floor over there balcony. Yeah.
Scalpers.
Yeah, scalpers. This guy's this business. Yeah, so the voice has a lot, right? Chazanut. Why shuls are encouraged? By the way, a shul must buy a chazan. You cannot have a normal shul. They both stress on this very much. You must buy a higher chazan.
You have so much.
Why?
You have so many chazanim.
Baruch Hashem b'lei there's money, it's everything possible.
Like the synagogue?
Huh?
Like synagogues?
Yeah, plenty. That's what you think.
Moshe, אתה לבד השנה, Moshe.
Yeah? One second. Not just Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, both. All 3 days. Gentlemen, there's rules in here, please. I only talk. Unless I turn to you. You can't talk over when I don't hear myself. I'm sorry. $25. Oh, you're paying me $25? That's no problem. You got it. I'm waiting for sending you a bill to your house. Anyway, that's it. No more talking, please. Anyway, so Rav Ovadia there writes down, you must buy a chazan. It's important. Why? Because it's going to mitorer the level of the heart. A person's heart awakens. Right? It's very important. So the prayer is, the nigun has a lot, and that's why we sing it for 40 days. To instill it in our hearts. The secret of Yom Kippur is, I did it. There is no justification what I did. It was 100% wrong. So here, as we said, that Al Chetz, all this Al Chetz, the things that are, we don't know, what is it, bekachash or bekachazav? מה זה חזב? חזב like a chutzpah? A chutzpan, huh? A person was doing it, like, I'm going to do it just because. Just because I did it. You know what? So we're talking to Hashem. Remember, all this al-chetz, we're talking to Hashem on his level. We don't have an idea. You're going to say, we said yesterday, a person just looks at a girl who is married and she's not sneers. And he got a little bit aroused and she's married. It's, according to Zohar, as if he has committed a crime with her. As if he slept with her. What? Yeah. Yes, in Shamayim, that's what's going to be counted. There's many opinions like that. Okay, next. Al-chet shechatan levanecha belashon hara. Rabbi, what is lashon hara? Lashon hara is what?
Bad talking.
No, lashon hara it could mean anything. What is lashon hara?
He's a nice guy.
No, you know what lashon hara is? He's a nice guy. Saying a word, he's a nice guy, could be lashon hara. Why? Because your intention is to harm him. It all depends on your kavanah. The words are transcribed in Shamayim.
This rabbi?
What?
This rabbi?
No, this rabbi is the best.
No, like this.
No. This is evil, of course. But we're talking about this rabbi is the best when and you really mean something else. Right? A person is using double language or vague language in order to put a person down. But really, he means something else. Chas v'shalom. Even though you're not saying anything bad, your words came out of your mouth are perfectly clean. If you put them in a piece of paper, you write it down. No, everybody says this guy is normal. In Shamayim, that's lashon hara. In Shamayim, that's lashon hara. So that's what he's saying. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Again, we have to concentrate. We're standing on Shmoneh Esrei, Mincha, Erev Yom Kippur, standing Arvit, Shacharit, Musav, Neila, Mincha, Neila. Right? All of those prayers are going to be encompassed. This prayers are going to be mentioned. Al-Chet. All the sins that we have committed. Next. Read Rabbi Moshe. The 31 from the bottom.
This one?
Yeah.
אחרי שחתום לפניך במראית?
Yeah. מה זה מראית העין? Who knows? מראית העין, what? Yeah?
It's an evil eye.
No. Maraita Ayin is when you mislead people, your action is not Avera, but in reality could lead to people to believe that you're doing an Avera. Again, Avera, listen to this minute.
Like what
No.
would people say if
Again.
they see you with a kippah going into
McDonald's.
you were going to the restroom, but they thought
No, that's not what we're talking about.
No, not even.
Maraita Ayin is you walked into the house and your coat was trenching wet. Now maybe some people in New York or some people in London, where it rains all the time, like non-stop. Now so on Shabbat you took off the jacket and you hanged it on the chair. Not allowed. That's Maraita Ayin. Halacha says no. Why? Now people might think that you washed on Shabbos and now you're drying it. That's called Maraita Ayin. Maraita Ayin is, let's say if you're a person who's eating.
You didn't do, but it looked like you did.
It looks
Yeah.
like it.
So that
you want to
people-
warm your challah and you throw it in the oven.
Right.
You ain't cooking it.
No. Don't touch. Don't touch it. That's allowed. Don't.
This is allowed?
Yeah. You're allowed to put a pita on a plata
On the plata,
to
I
warm
said
it up.
oven.
Who has a warm? Who runs oven the whole Shabbos? By the way, I don't know.
I have Shabbat mode on my oven.
It runs the whole Shabbat warm.
Shabbat mode, yes.
How much is your electric bill? Habibi, what's going on there? What?
It's very low. It's a Shabbat mode. It keeps your food warm.
Well, you could. Yeah. So what's the problem? Because it works on the plata.
Listen, I read, by you putting it in the
There's a
oven.
hatmana. There could be shayla of hatmana. Yeah, no, it's not so pashut. Not so simple. The oven, that oven. So all you could do is take out the wood. You can't put it again.
But the argument is somebody sees it. It looks as if it's perception.
No.
It's as if somebody
I don't understand you. Let's learn halacha. The halacha is Shabbat. You're allowed to use that oven just to take it out and bye. You cannot never put anything back.
No, Rabbi.
So
Forget
what's
about the
halacha?
food?
What?
I said bread. You're talking about
Even you're not allowed to put anything there. What's the difference?
What are
Challah
you
bread.
talking about? Of course you can.
What?
Matmin.
Who gave you permission to put bread? Please explain to me. Who gave you permission to put bread into the oven on Shabbat?
I didn't say anybody.
So that's it. Thank
You
you.
missed my words.
What? Tell me.
I said, as an example, like as if someone's taking bread, put it in the oven on Shabbat mode. You're not allowed to, right?
Why not? Again, if you put it before Shabbat or after Shabbat.
Let's During say Shabbat, Shabbat, during Shabbat.
During Shabbat is asur. It's not even Maraita Ayin.
Lama?
Why? Why is
You're
it?
not allowed to the but now there's baking. It's making it perfect more. What are you doing?
How's it baking if it's already cooked?
What?
What bake? You can't bake one Shabbat mode.
So again, why are you putting it in the oven?
To make it
Keep it
warm.
warm.
Not could be warm. I don't know. It's not pashut. Rabbi put on allows to put in a Shabbos mode oven. Put the challah inside there on Shabbat.
That's a problem, Maritain.
Just a problem with Maritain. There's no problem with baking it.
Thank you very much.
אבל אסור לשים את זה על
Thank you.
הברזל.
Okay, mechila.
חייב לשים אסבסט.
Plata, we have no problem. We're talking about inside the oven, right?
בחוץ, וזה אסור.
The rabbi, we're talking about hatbana. You're gonna lock the oven. You're gonna put it in.
It's,
There's no problem with
it's
Hatbana
based
here
on
also.
perception.
Maritain, how can you put stuff inside? Looks like you're cooking.
אבל לשים לחם על האש
Hence,
עצמה
why we should
אסור.
study more
על האש
halakha.
וזה אסור.
כי זה
This is
עושה
why we
את האש,
should study more
האש
halakha.
Well, then you know it. Good. I don't know. I don't know. Baruch Hashem, you have rabbis over here.
I gotta give him a little bit of
Nah, they give you a lot. We learn a lot. Okay, let's
חייב לשים על
finish.
הפלטה.
Okay. So maybe I got a big stop over there. Maybe we're not allowed to because of Maritain. Okay, next.
שורף אותו.
Baby, I made a mistake. We continue. Next. If he makes a mistake, we give it to him on the head. If I make a mistake, we just continue. Just cover up. Cover up. Listen. This is a mafia over here.
Politics.
Politics, of course.
Politics.
Let's go. Beautiful. So we know. So we tell Hashem, Al Marit Ha'ain. Next. Al Chet Shechatanu.
משה,
Moshe, read. No, Rabbi Moshe.
משה,
Moshe HaKohen.
עמדו בדלת, ראו שסיימת, אז הם נכנסו.
Rabbi Moshe HaKohen, please read. Next. Second from the bottom.
חטא שחצון לפניך, נשק במרבית.
Oh, מה זה נשך ובמרבית? נשך in Torah, it means what? You're like a biter. You take interest. Right? What is interest? How far does interest go?
Bit into my pocket.
According to many people, interest goes, according to the Gemara actually, even saying thank you. Right? A guy borrowed something from a person, you're returning the loan, or returning, right now I'm going to borrow, by the way, tomorrow I'm going to borrow skill salt from Asaf to prepare my sukkah, right? You need to finish it up already. Tomorrow we have time, I hope. Somebody promised me to get me with a van, we're going to go and pick up the beams.
You didn't call me. What do you want from me?
Well, I'm talking to you now, publicly. But, anyway, listen. Hello. So now, I'm borrowing the skill saw from Asaf to cut like maybe two incisions, just two, 3 pieces, two or 4 cuts. And so then I have to say, I tell him thank you, right? Returning to him. I tell him thank you, Asaf say it's already repeat. I just paid him repeat, just by saying thank you. What do? It's not nice if somebody lends you an item, well, you just leave it like this. No, you say to him, the answer is, Tiskule le-mitzvot. Tiskule le-mitzvot. No, thank you. A guy who borrows from you $10 million and he gives it back to you. So there's opinions that say, saying thank you is asur. What about other items? For instance, Rabbi Moshe invites me for Shabbat.
I missed that one.
I'm giving a hint to him. I'm not going to go
If
take
I get borrow you money,
Yeah.
you borrow me money.
I loan you money.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gave it back to you.
Okay.
I said,
And you say to me, thank
hey,
you.
thank you.
Thank you. That's interest.
That
That's considered to be interest. Yes?
Not only that's interest. If I never smile at you and I saw you the next day and I smiled at you, that's interest.
Also.
I
Oh,
can smile at you if I'm
beautiful.
not used to.
More than
Are we
that.
on the same? Are we on the same thing with the
Same
money?
thing. You loan me money. Tomorrow morning I see you and I smile at you. I see you a week before that I'm planning to borrow money from you and I smile at you. And I'm planning to borrow next week from you.
That can be.
That's taking money interest up front.
Yes and no. I don't know about
It's a
smiling
vibe.
so
It's a
much.
vibe.
I don't know about smiling so much, but okay, leave it alone. It's
Like I said, smiling, it's a
okay, maybe. Anyway,
I'm not gonna smile at you no more.
Habibi. Let's say like that. I have a better one. Rab Moshe, somehow he got
I can't
me.
smile at you, teach
Rab
us
Moshe convinced me, twisted my arm. Somehow he got me to go to his house on Shabbat, all the way over there, Hollis Hills. I don't know how he was. He's a tzaddik bamish. He's a hero. On Shabbat he comes every Shabbat, every prayer on time. Actually, before everybody, even in the morning, and he says, Tachali Hanavi, this tzaddik. Somehow he invited me to his house on Shabbat. I come over there and I enjoy my meal. No, now I invite him back. Why? Because he invited me. Also could be interest.
Really?
That's right. You hear what's going on here? How far it goes? If my intention, it all depends on your intention. What's your kavanah? Next, Rabbi Asaf, please read the next two. The first one, the last line.
על חטא שחטאנו לפניך בשיחת שפתותינו.
Oh, what could that mean? So let's see. There's 5 over here. It says, "Sichat achi garis rabbeinu."
We
Good
didn't
tefillah.
talk the proper thing.
No, look what he says. We did not we had one thing when we said in mind. We're hanging words, but we don't have kavanah in the middle of prayer. How many of us have that? We were even told. Yes. Yeah. Rahi garitz Rabbeinu b'sefri tikun tefillah.
Who has to give a kavanah?
That's the problem. That's Hashem. Please forgive us for that.
Especially we're half of it.
We're saying Baruch Atah Hashem, and what are we talking about? We're talking about the fight we had with my employee. He didn't do this, and he didn't do that, and he didn't do this way. No, more than that. I'm gonna somehow figure out how to resolve the question that my wife asked me a question in the middle. Or I'm gonna have to go buy tomatoes for the supper for guests coming over. Right? You're saying one thing, and you have something else in your mind. That's right. That's why you have to ask Hashem for prayer. There is no, you're just over. I just told him in the beginning of this class, no excuses, and he gives me an excuse. You heard what he just did? Oh, it passed by you, huh? It passed you by. Nothing passes me by. Remember, when I make mistakes, we go very fast. When he makes, you didn't hear what he just said?
No.
He just justified his mistake.
What's his mistake?
This generation, we don't have.
Not this generation.
What do you want to say?
I said the Chachamim saying that tefillah, it's something very hard.
Good. So you see again, beautiful. I'm sorry. You said the Chachamim told you you're allowed to have kavanah. I'm sorry.
No.
They never said he's allowed. They said it's
very hard.
It's very hard. Fact.
No excuses, gentlemen. No excuses. We have to understand. Yom Kippur, we're standing in front of the.
You never have a tefillah that your head is like.
Always.
So
I have to break. Al Chet shechatanu lefanecha. Al Chet.
So walking the street.
Oh, Habibi, no, don't go that far. You don't have to go that far. No, Al Chet. This is the Yom Kippur. That's the etzem. We're coming before Yom Kippur. What does Hashem want from us? No excuses. Eibush Hashem. I have no excuses.
In general, not only.
Not general.
I'm talking about regular tefillah.
Yeah, I know.
Regular tefillah. Sometimes your head is like up.
Good, but that's what we are atoning for right now. Our words have to mean it. What are we going to be saying? Why are we learning this now?
Remember that he forgot to put grout on the something that he did, and I forgot the something. It's happened.
No, the guys don't tell us. Your business transactions probably now. Okay, keep it private. All right. Anyway, that's the point. The point is, first of all, no excuses. Yes, because it's very hard, and the sages told us it's very hard that to have kavanah in tefillah. Says Rabbeinu over here. He's explaining. I guess this is talking about Ben Ish Chai. Or you give me his other ones. Okay, so he's telling you that yes, this means that when we are not properly, the mind and the mouth is different words. I'm not even starting to talk all the Isur D'Oraita when people say, I'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock, or I'll bring you a truck tomorrow to take you to Home Depot. I'm not even talking about those.
Call me, I'll go with you. The truck is in my house.
Oh, Baruch Hashem, tomorrow. So that's what I want to hear.
What do you want me to call you?
That's what he wants. One second, one more. He has to go one more. I promised him two. You just let him say one. One more. Let's go. Page 37. No. Sit down.
Really have to go.
Yeah, Panasa will come. Don't worry. Everything will come.
No, it's not Panasa. It's my daughter.
No, Shalom Bay will come. Oh. Setter. Privately. In private. לעולם יהיה אדם ירא שמיים בסתר כבגלוי. We say every morning shacharit.
Stuff that we do in private that Hashem only knows.
No, we think nobody knows, not even Hashem.
Hashem knows everything.
Why are we doing it? Because we think Hashem doesn't know.
We know He knows.
No, we don't. We think right now Hashem doesn't see. Now Hashem is busy with the angels on the other side.
Hashem sees everything.
Baseter. He's telling you, send us, and we say this every morning. You know, I cry every day in the morning.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks, oh, look at this, he looks like a beard, the rabbi, yeah, faker, schmaker, and I can't say all the bad things I do. I'm
I also want to cry when we do this. Next time I come to you, give me a smack.
But you could give yourself a smack. Imagine yourself, you're liars. But you know what? It's all mercy. Hashem has mercy. And he says, if you say that you're a liar, and you're a faker, and you're not, please, what's the point? The point is, Hashem, help us. The Yom Kippur is not, okay, I did the they're making even jokes of us on television all over Russia, Europe. I saw a show like a few years back in Ukraine. They're making jokes about these Jews on Yom Kippur. Everybody comes on Yom Kippur, and then they do outside all the avirot Olam. They're stealing and robbing, and Yom Kippur again begging out. No, the point on Yom Kippur is we come and say we did it all. But the problem is we have something that bothers us. We have a neshama of Yetzer Hara. We have a spirit of evil inclination within us. It's engraved in us. Hashem, we need your help to help us to stop it. And that's the point. Have a wonderful evening.